I convert to my queen? Actually, we did one puzzle with that, but
Yes.
it
Okay,
took.
we'll quickly go through the each move. If there is anything, we
Okay,
will see
fine.
that.
Okay. Now this
Yes.
I should have captured, no, straight away.
Yeah, actually, the game that I have selected for today also, reached to this
Yeah.
position. That
What
after
happens,
this,
no? Yeah, yeah.
yes,
Tell me, tell me. Sorry for interrupting.
no, after this e4, e5, if your opponent plays d4, no need to do anything, simply capture.
Actually, I got confused with that day before we were doing one, like what we were doing, some that queens accept this we were doing, no?
Yeah,
Queen
Queen
gambit.
Gambit. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually I got confused with that. Then
Okay.
after the game, I saw, Array, this bishop can't come only, it is here. Um,
So now suppose if this queen capture, how will you continue?
mhm. Okay, take my knight out. Okay,
You will play knight
knight here.
c6,
Okay,
and then the queen goes back.
okay.
Now what will you do?
Bring other knight.
Okay, so you develop this knight.
I can
Suppose
just.
yes. So suppose after developing this knight, if this pawn comes and attack your knight, then
I take my knight to the center. To
where
e4. E4.
e4. But don't you think you're moving your piece twice in the opening?
Twice. Yeah. Instead, I should have moved my bishop there. Huh?
And what is the problem in capturing this pawn?
No problem. Straight away capture.
Capture it.
I don't see these captures, no, the problem. You,
So this pawn is free. Why not take it?
yes.
Okay, now continue. Suppose if your opponent plays queen e2, then
I can't move that knight. I can't move this. Bring my bishop from F to D6.
don't you think bishop d6 block this pawn and then this bishop?
So instead, just move my pawn. Huh?
I'm just asking you.
See, one of that it will block only. If I move the pawn, it is blocking the black bishop. And if I move this, this is always a dilemma for me. Which bishop to move
Okay,
first?
so let's see both the moves what will happen. So we'll start with your move first. So we'll play bishop d6.
Okay.
So now suppose if your opponent plays f4, what will you do?
First, I will do castling.
Okay, you do the castling, he will capture your knight.
Yeah, but otherwise also I can't. I wouldn't couldn't have moved that. No,
And now you will lose maybe one more
one of the
piece.
pieces.
So you are losing
Mm,
two pieces in the opening move.
yeah.
Uh, this one is bishop. If you play bishop, he will play this pawn, and because your knight is pinned, he will be not able to save himself.
Mm,
So now let's see other move. For example, if you play d6, now also he can play this.
yes.
Now again this knight can't move.
Yes.
So both of these moves, you are losing a piece. So neither this bishop move is working, neither this pawn move is working. This knight will go because of this move. So how to save your knight? You capture one pawn free, but now your knight may is under attack. How will you save it?
Can give check.
Tell me how.
Bishop to 4. B4 check.
B4.
Oh.
Okay, let's calculate. If you play bishop to b4, what will you do if he simply plays c3, like your bishop? Now you have two pieces under attack. One is bishop and the other is
One
knight.
is this. Oh my God. Mm.
Earlier you had only worry about your knight, now worry about both your bishop and
The
knight.
bishop also.
So this bishop b4 check is also not a move. There is only one move that saves your knight. And that is a very important concept that you have to remember in this kind of position. So basically, you have to think how to save this knight, and you have to remember in your mind that whatever you do, this move should not be able to capture your knight. So the main idea is whatever you do, the white is going to play this pawn move to attack your knight because this knight is pinned. You have to
Move this
find
knight. Yeah.
where.
The other knight from F6 to G4.
G4. Okay, so you are saying that if you go to G4, now this knight is defending this.
Yes.
Okay, so what will you do if he simply plays A3, attack this knight first?
Mhm. I should move my queen then. Queen to E7.
Yes, that is the only move that saves everything.
Yes.
Because when you move your queen to E7, your king is no longer pinned, neither this knight.
Yes.
And now the idea is, even if he persists and go for this F4, no need to worry, just take this knight back.
Yes.
Because now there is no check because of your queen.
Yeah. Mm.
Now, if you want to capture your queen, no problem, capture with your knight or bishop or king.
Okay. King I should not move. Then the right of castling will go, no?
How will you capture your opponent queen?
With my bishop.
Yes, you should capture with your bishop because now you are ready to the castle.
Yes.
And now no problem, he still need to move his two pieces to castle. You are already ready for the castle.
Yeah.
After castling, you will just simply play maybe d6, develop this bishop also.
Okay.
So this I want you to remember in this opening. This is how you play capture the free pawn on e5. But after capturing this queen d6, you need to remember queen d7.
Okay.
This move.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
This is the only move that saves your knight.
Yes.
And in many of the position, whenever your opponent queen comes on e2 in front of your king, in most of the situation, you should move your queen only.
Yes.
uh, don't worry about losing your queen or exchanging. In this position, it is okay to exchange your queen because your bishop will get developed and you will be ready for the castle.
Okay.
Whenever you have a piece on the file of the king and that piece got pinned, no need to defend with any pawn or any bishop or anything. Play your queen. See what happened in the game.
there, no, here again I missed. This pawn I could have d6 to d5. What is that? This pawn I could have moved, no?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Suppose if you move now, what will you do if this pawn captures?
I capture with my bishop.
Yes.
And if he captures with the queen, I capture the queen. Of course, he won't. But
Now,
this was
yes.
one of maybe should I have done this or no?
No, you could have done that.
I what happened was one pawn gone. I got space for my this to move. Okay.
Your bishop is a bit more active.
Yes. And if the king castles there, no, will be
Even this bishop is more active.
okay. Yes, I could have done this.
Yes.
This I was thinking a lot, but I missed the queen attack and my queen here on D. This I missed
Yes.
actually.
Yeah. When this
I
pawn
was
captures, your bishop
uh,
is defended by your queen.
yes. This I missed actually. Okay. And what was the other doubt I had? Okay, continue.
So now, now before moving your bishop, it was necessary for you to castle.
Here, see, the king queen is so active on this side, right? Now, this side I can't castle because the G file is totally open. I want
Yes.
my rook to come there and attack there. And here I could castle here, but this queen will directly like that was the reason I didn't castle and
No, but this
switch time.
queen, just because this queen is on the same file, no need to worry. You have your three pawns, you have your bishop, you have your queen. They
Queen
will defend nicely.
rook also is there.
Yes.
Okay.
So just
Okay.
castle right now,
Okay.
and then you attack the queen with bishop.
Yeah, this doubt I wanted to clear. Okay.
And no need to worry because you have your three pawns. You can simply
Yeah.
even no need to attack the queen. You can bring this rook on maybe on g8.
Yes.
Maybe
I
keep
should
pushing.
start my attack. Okay.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
because your this queen is also controlling this diagonal.
Yes.
So when this h6 pawn reaches on s3, then there will be all kind of attack because your rook is also there.
Yes.
So this is how you can continue.
Okay. This my move was then I exchanged that queen, no?
Yes.
That move was okay. Was it a good move or bad move? And here again, I should have just captured this knight here.
Why?
Mm, this knight is becoming very active.
Yeah, that you can do, but exchanging your bishop with your opponent knight, especially when it is not too dangerous because the queen are already off the board. So this knight will be not able to do too much.
Okay.
Bishop will be more helpful in the later part of the game.
Okay. Even
So
this exchange of my queen, no? Just two steps before this. That
yes,
queen I moved here and he captured my queen and I captured. Uh, this somehow I liked my queen move. Like it could defend this pawn, this rook, and the other pawn. This move was, but of course, he captured my queen. What was the next best option like here?
so next best option I will show. This move is also good because this queen is becoming too powerful. So it's always good to exchange your pieces with your opponent attackers.
Okay, okay.
And the next move will be If you don't want if you don't want to exchange your queen, but you have to save your rook, you have to save this pawn. So what you can play? You can play bishop c6.
Again coming back here. Okay, I missed
Now,
this.
now this bishop is defending the rook.
Yeah, but I will, that pawn it will capture.
The pawn is
But of course,
defended
this
by
is
the rook.
defended here. Yeah, this could have been another option. I
Yes.
missed this. Okay.
And in this kind of position, sometimes even castling on the this side is also good.
Okay.
So for example, I will show you. So suppose if your opponent goes, it has only one square to go, which is this.
Yeah.
It can go there also, but then there can be many discover attack.
Okay.
Now, now of course he is controlling this diagonal, but suppose you have an option of castling. Suppose if it is goes there, now you castle,
Okay.
and now suppose he plays anything, for example, any move. Now you need to go to h8.
Okay. Keep it safely tucked away.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't stay on this open file. What you need to do after king h1, you suppose you do any move, you play this rook.
Okay.
Now your king in the corner is safe. This rook already controlling this file.
Okay.
And now there is one tactic that we will see. So for example, if your opponent plays any move, for example, knight e4, you have one move that you can do. Can you see it? In this kind of position, that is very often that you will come across that move. Think about all the check giving moves. If there is, then think about captures, then threat.
This position, I was all the time thinking about that e4 pawn only. Like, go there, attack this. Because that knight was nicely sitting in 2, no? d2.
Yes.
I thought, okay, why not move that? So now,
You know, in this kind of position, in your mind, a bulb should light up whenever there is a rook in front of your opponent king.
hmm,
And all kind of tactics may become alive because this pawn is pinned right.
yes.
I already gave you a hint.
I just capture this pawn on h3. Queen capture h3.
Yes, queen capture on h3.
h3. That pawn can't capture because my g, there is a rook on g. Yes.
Now your queen is already inside his camp
Yes.
in just one move. Okay, suppose now he is not careful, and if he try to move this rook so that he creates some space, now there is again one more technique. Can you see it? This kind of
Queen capture g2. Queen capture on g2. What is happening is check. Queen capture g2 check. Where it cannot go anywhere.
okay, queen capture
Checkmate.
g2 will be checkmate. So suppose he doesn't move his rook away. He try to defend the checkmate and he plays, for example, knight e3. Now this knight is defending this.
Yeah.
But still there is one tactic.
What to do?
It based on the similar idea that pawn on G2 can't move, at least in side view.
Like if the queen captures this knight, what is happening? Hmm, so this can't capture. Then again I go there. Hmm, it's defending there. I was just thinking if the queen can capture that knight on f3, what is happening? It's not working, sort of. Mm, yeah.
Why it is not working? You are simply winning a piece.
Okay, but now how to give checkmate? Like that knight is there. Of course, that pawn can't capture, but now how do I proceed?
No, the checkmate can take its time, but you won a piece. Now you have
Piece.
more number of
That's true.
piece.
Okay, that's true.
So basically, you can capture this knight.
Yes.
So this
Okay.
is one of the basic beginner tactic that we learn. And now there is an advanced way to checkmate. So the
Okay.
advanced way is, for example, you can continue your attack in style, and you can sacrifice one rook. Now the king
And
can't
bring
go.
this. Now I. Okay. And bring the other rook also now.
Now it is under check. The white has to respond to that.
Yeah.
What do you think what white
So
will do?
you'll capture with that knight.
With your
Yeah.
knight, now you will
Now
bring
bring
other
this
rook.
rook. Yeah. This I got this point. Okay.
Now
Now,
how will he save checkmate?
now with the queen, queen capture g2.
No, but now it is white to move.
Acha. Okay. Again, that white can come to f4 for the knight.
Which knight?
Oh, it can't move there. Oh, the other knight can't move. Okay.
Now he can play, for example, knight h4.
Okay.
Now these two knights are defending each other.
Yeah.
What you can do now is you can simply capture this knight.
Okay. That knight can't move because my rook is there.
See how this rook on g2 is making
Yes.
all these things
This is
possible.
where these calculations come into. Yes.
Yes. So
Okay.
and now how he will save his checkmate. For example, it is white to move, so he may play maybe this move, and then you go where you will go. You go, for example, queen g3. Now you are threatening queen capture on g2, right?
Yes.
Now he will play
Can bring
rook.
his rook. Yes.
How will you continue? What should he have?
All my bishops sitting idle.
Which bishop you would need to help in checkmate?
Okay. it's black to move.
Yes.
What it will do? I can move this pawn on f6.
Yes, this move is good. You can play f6.
Yeah.
Okay, suppose he saw that you are bringing all of your pieces together. He bring other rook also in the defense.
Oh.
Now what will you do?
This my rook on g. First, what do you call that? Rook lift, come to 5.
You want to play rook
5 and
g5.
then take a left to h and then bring my queen to their check. All the time I'm forgetting there is a white to move.
So this is also a good way that you can take this journey also. So this is good. And so this is totally fine. There can be other way also. For example, uh, because now if you play this bishop, this rook is nicely defended by the other rook. So what you can do is you can maybe start with first f capture on e4.
Okay.
For example, the normal response can be this f capture on e4. Now your this
Now
bishop
this
also
white
become.
bishop. Yes.
Now there is a triple attack on this knight.
2 and 3. Yes.
Suppose he doesn't see anything, he captured this. Now how will you do it?
Now one lesson you said, no, Anya started attacking the queen with check. Go on giving check. So I'm thinking on those lines.
Calculate the
If I move that pawn, this will come with this bishop. If it comes there. I'll capture with the bishop that knight.
okay, let's
Bishop
calculate.
capture knight.
If bishop capture this knight and then rook capture this.
Choose this one. Then my queen capture that knight, rook. Queen capture rook.
And then
Such 1, 2, 3. Bishop capture knight. Captures bishop. And that's a checkmate.
yes, that will be a checkmate. So so of course he will not capture. So let's start with this.
Okay.
So now so he can't capture with his rook because then queen capture on g2 will be a checkmate. So he will do something else. For example, like if you see the best possible defense, he can play queen f4. Bring all his pieces in his king safety. Now how will you continue?
If I move my bishop to h3, it is a check.
Bishop to h3. Okay, let's see. And then suppose if this queen capture your queen.
I capture with my rook.
Okay, capture with your rook. Then king goes to h2.
I am losing so many. No, no, no. I know that bishop also is there. Yeah, just totally.
This is very important position for you to calculate accurately.
Yeah, with all my pieces, I am losing otherwise. In some of the games, I play like that only, horribly.
So in this position, can you tell me who has, like you have one queen, one rook and two bishop, right?
Yes.
And your opponent has one queen and two rook.
Yeah.
So let's see, calculate what are the options here.
Mhm. This bishop is on e7. E7 bishop if I bring to h4.
Okay. And then again queen capture on g4 then?
Queen capture on.
g4.
My queen is there, no?
No, okay, so he queen capture on g3. He will capture your queen.
I capture with my bishop.
Okay, you capture with your bishop, then the king capture on g2.
Mm, yeah, that's blocking. Again, I'm losing.
Because your bishop on g3 is blocking your rook.
Yeah, my rook it is blocking. Okay. Hmm.
So in this kind of position, you need to calculate all the captures, all the exchanges, and see in the end if you are uh, getting left with more number of pieces or not. Like suppose if you exchange everything, then you need to see what all pieces you are left with. So suppose hypothetically thinking, if you capture everything, exchange everything, your opponent has one rook and you have one rook and one bishop.
Okay.
Then it is good for you because you have one extra piece.
Okay.
So this is just an idea. You need to see all the exchanges and see in the end you should comes with more material.
Mhm. Supposing this pawn is there on d6, that
Okay.
captures 5, e5.
Then
I'm not
again,
worried about the queen because that rook is very much there on g. Okay.
okay, let's see. So tell me your move. I will tell you what black can do.
Okay. Mm, capture. Capture. Then also it is attacking. I'm not gaining anything.
So basically, in this white move from queen b4 to f4, his idea is he just want to exchange his queens with your queen.
Yes.
Because your queen rook on the same g file, they are very dangerous, so he want to at least exchange the queens.
Okay.
So in this kind of position where you don't have any other option because he is going to exchange the queens,
Okay.
so you need to see what to do.
Supposing I just move my queen to h3.
Okay, you move your queen to h3. This is a good move. Let me see what white can do.
White queen can come up.
So after queen h3, let white can do two things, but we will see what you will do. So after that, suppose if rook capture on g2, what will you do?
No, I didn't get the question.
So now you are saying you will play queen h3, right?
Yeah.
After queen h3, white is playing rook capture on g2.
Oh. With my queen, I'll come there and give check.
Where?
G2. My queen is here, H3. My queen comes to 2. It will capture that rook and give check. See,
And
my queen first to H3.
yes,
Okay. Now you are telling this rook will capture this bishop, right?
yes.
My queen captures that rook. Queen capture G2. Okay. Why that rook will capture my bishop? My question is that.
No, he just thought he want to exchange all of the attackers that you are using.
Okay.
So he is
In
just
that
panic.
case, I can straight away capture that rook and give check, no? Check.
And then where the white king will go?
The white king can't go anywhere. And it can't capture because that rook is sitting there on g5. So position to h3.
So when the queen capture on g2, will it be a checkmate or white king has anywhere to go?
It's checkmate.
Yes, so it will be a checkmate. That is why rook will not capture your bishop on g2.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. If after queen s3, if he plays queen h2, then what will you do? You need to imagine
And I bring my
peace.
rook between the two queens.
Where?
Bring my rook to g3.
g3. Okay, you bring your queen rook to
My
g3.
queen is on h, right? Then this queen moves here. So I'll bring my rook there.
Okay,
He
so
can come and give me check now. My cooking has nowhere to go.
no, what he will do that I will tell you.
Okay.
So after queen h3, he plays queen h2, and now we are playing rook g3, right?
Yeah.
Now he will capture your queen on h3. Queen capture on h3.
Queen capture on?
h3. You have your queen on h3.
Yeah, but beach mein I have my rook, no?
Your rook is on g3.
Yeah.
So the white queen was on s2, not on f3.
Oh. Okay, okay, okay.
So now we are practicing how to imagine all this movement in our mind so that we can calculate well. So you do you want me to tell you all the moves again?
Yes, please.
So first you are playing queen h3.
Okay.
Now white played queen h2.
h2. The queen moved to h2. Okay, okay. Yeah, got it.
So first you played this queen h3.
Yes.
Then this queen is going to h2.
Okay.
Now you can think again, because now if you are playing this g3, this queen is capturing your queen.
Yeah. So my
After,
queen again I bring to g3 then.
okay, so after this, you again will play g3.
Yes.
And after that, he will capture your queen on g3.
I will capture with my rook.
And then this rook will capture your bishop.
Mhm. Okay.
You can't run away from queen exchange.
Mm.
Wherever you go, his queen will come and exchange it.
Yeah. And looking at this, no, he has two rooks and queen, everything on that f5. And my king also have to check out that also, no?
Yes.
Mm.
But before that, you need to calculate all these exchanges should not leave you with less number of pieces in the end. When
Yes.
the dust settles.
Yeah.
Now in this position, the simplest way to continue is you can start with bishop capture on f1 check.
Okay.
Now there is a discovered check with your queen.
Yeah. The king will capture my bishop.
If queen capture your bishop, now you have two options. Either you can continue with your queen, then this king will run away somewhere, or you can go into end game, just exchange the queens.
Okay.
Now rook captures your queen. Now see the
Now,
material. Who has more material?
yes.
One extra bishop,
Yeah.
and you will win easily.
Yes.
This is one way to get out of all this mess.
Yes.
And even this queen h3 is a good move. And when this queen comes, now you need to calculate again. Maybe again you can start with bishop.
I mean, like, why I should sacrifice my bishop? My question is, even if the bishop comes behind or to any of these white squares, why do you want to give away my bishop?
Because first, this
Like
is not give.
capturing the rook. Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay. Got it, got it. I just didn't see that. Okay, okay.
you are capturing
Capturing the
one
rook.
very important piece.
Yes, yes, yes.
This is a
Okay.
multi-purpose
Just,
move.
yeah, yeah.
You are giving a discovered check, but at the same time you are capturing a rook.
Yes.
And
Okay.
now this may be even better in this position. If you capture the rook, now this is a discovered check. And now this king can't even capture your bishop because you have your queen.
Yes. Yes.
Now let's see what he can do. He has two options. Either he can block this check or he can go there.
Yes.
And you can maybe go into end game. Let's see what option do you have. Yeah, I think it's like there is a very nice tactic. For example, you can again play bishop g2 check.
Okay.
Now the idea is this queen can't move because your queen is attacking. Queen is pinned.
Okay. Yes.
So now if he wants to capture your bishop, he has to capture with his rook.
Okay.
Now there is very nice move which is rook capture on g2.
Yes.
Now the idea is this king can't capture because your queen is attacking. So it will be a check.
Yes.
And this queen can't capture because it is pinned.
Yes.
But this queen can capture your queen.
Okay.
So that is why it may not work, but this is one of the ideas which can come handy. So in this kind of position, maybe you can what to do. You can even exchange everything, like capture the queen, and then if king captures, then even you can give up your two pieces for one rook. For example, just play rook g2 check.
Okay.
Now, if this rook capture with your bishop.
Okay.
Now the
So
king
even now
captures,
materially I have my bishop.
you have one extra bishop.
Yeah. Okay.
And when the king capture this pawn also.
Yes.
Now your target should be just promote any of one pawn to a queen.
Queen. Yes.
Don't let these three pawns to become two. That's
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
This was one practice, but this is very interesting position. So this also we will finish. Now you
Okay.
are playing as black. You have a material advantage, and this is clearly winning for white. Let's see how will you win this. White start with king f3.
We'll be moving to white square, right?
I will still try to defend this.
Making up now. I keep my bishop on d6. Bishop
Six.
d6.
Okay, bishop d6. He plays. Let's see. He plays b4.
Actually, one of that king should be before the pawn or something. We were doing some lesson on that. No? So first I'll bring my king in before the pawn. Goes here, this one goes here. And my king. It's 7.
You have a pawn on h7
King
already.
on g7.
King g7 is very good move because it follows the principle. In the end game, your king should be very active.
Yeah, number one is that. And second, in one of the lessons, I think the king was ahead of that pawn. Like, not that pawn was in the front or something you were teaching me now. I'm not very.
Yes, you are right. Whenever you want to make a queen, the king should always front of the pawn to guide
Front.
him.
Yeah. Okay.
That is good. Okay, so
What
what
is
I
that
can,
name called? You use some name also, no? For that
that is taking a
pawn.
position.
What was that pawn name also? You gave some name for that pawn. Anyway, I'll go through that again. Okay.
Okay, suppose he plays, I play c4.
हम्म, क्या करें? Okay, my king on g6.
King g6. Okay, I play e4.
Come here. Okay, king on h5. No, it cannot come to h5. g5. First, I'll go to g5. King on g5. Yeah.
He plays c5.
Oh, that pawn is about to be captured. क्या करें? Okay, bishop on e7.
Bishop e7, king capture on e5.
Capture, yes. I have to rush to get my queen. How do I go about this? Okay, my pawn on h5.
h5, okay. I plays a4.
Okay, king on h4.
King on h4.
What should I do now? Like, then take my pawn ahead. Yeah, can't go there. Can't go here. Side by side is a bit difficult. Okay. Okay, king on h4.
Who is stopping you to?
Because I want this pawn to be behind my king, right?
No, but that idea works when this king is blocking your pawn.
Or is now just move my pawn, huh? Keep moving.
Yes, so your king should be in front of the pawn to take the opposition because opponent king is blocking your pawn. So what you want to do, you want to go in front of your opponent king and force him to move away.
Okay, okay. Now since he's far away, I can just move my pawn, right?
Yes.
Okay. I need not have brought that king now at all.
No,
I
now
lost quite a few moves.
no, still you should have brought because this queen is controlling these three squares.
Yes.
Now suppose if this king would have been on h8 for example, and if you start moving this pawn, this king will quickly come back and capture it.
Hmm. So that's a good move then. Okay.
Now this is
Now I
creating a
just move
wall.
my pawn then to h4, h3.
Yes. So now this king on g5 is creating this wall.
Yes.
So this king creating wall and this move can just walk freely.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see how free this pawn is. So you start with h4.
Okay.
I play b5.
क्या करूं? I capture your pawn on c5. Bishop capture c5.
I play b capture on a6.
No problem. Let my bishop be there. I move this pawn now to 3, h3.
Okay, very good. I play, for
And
example, d5.
mm, take care of my bishop. I block the pawn move with my bishop. Bishop to a7.
Yes, bishop to a7 is the best move because if you try to move away, then this pawn goes to
This
a7.
will go. Yes.
And this is a wide square in a8, so you can't block it.
Yeah.
So
Right.
bishop a7 is the best move right now. Okay, so now
Okay.
white doesn't have anything. White can try king c3.
No problem. I will. I make my pawn there h2.
Play h2.
Okay.
Now suppose king capture on c7.
I take to H1.
Which piece you will get? Queen, knight, rook, or bishop?
Queen.
Okay,
Okay.
now king plays any move, for example, or he plays a5. Then
Okay. What should I do? I've got a queen now. So dimag ladao. What should I do?
now you have to checkmate as early as possible.
Yes. We learned one lesson with that checkmate with one queen also.
Yes, that is
How
where we
much
are going
knowledge
with.
I should use? Okay. So it's on with white square. So I straight away bring it to D5.
d5. Okay. Now black king has only one square. King c1.
Should I hurry for that pawn? Should I capture that A5 or just give check?
It
Mm,
depends on you. If you can checkmate without capturing, that is also good. You can capture first, then checkmate. That is also good. The only
You are
thing you need.
teaching your student, no? The queen should not hurry to capture the pawn. Something you were telling in that.
Yes, yes. That
Remember?
is
That I
generally.
really liked. That you never taught me. I learned from that lesson. You are teaching your student, that chota ladka, no? That small
Yes, yes.
boy. So in that you were referring to him that the queen should not be, it is too powerful to capture a pawn, like, no?
Yeah, so because you never capture generally pawns in the. So that idea applies in the opening.
Okay.
So like in the opening, when there are too many pieces and when there is less space, if you try to move your queen too much and try to go and capture pawns, then your queen may get trapped.
Okay, okay. So in
And you,
this I can capture this A5.
now
Queen
though
capture
you're
A5.
now there is no way your queen can get trapped because your
Okay.
opponent does not have any piece.
Yes. So no, no, I don't want him to take a queen, no? In one of that, like this only, this game only, lastly he got a queen and he could have easily checkmated. We started with that and we are into something else. Okay.
Yes.
So anyway, let us capture queen capture on a5.
So he plays king d7.
Mm,
I
capture
hope
this pawn on a6.
it is fine that we are doing all this.
What happened?
I hope it is fine that we are doing all this before reaching
Yes,
that
yes,
last
no
move.
problem. No problem, no problem. This queen will capture this pawn also. Then Aram se I can give check.
Okay, he plays
Okay.
d8.
Yes. Now where should I come? Mm,
Okay, so now you are comfortable enough to checkmate, right?
yes, yes.
Okay, so what we will do, we'll quickly see that position
Yeah.
because okay, so in this, okay, no need to move your bishop because your king is there, so no need to run away.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Again, moving your bishop is not necessary. Maybe you can maybe move there, but moving backwards is not good because your rook on h1 is still blocked.
Yes. I don't know why I moved this. Was this rook will capture my bishop, no? So definitely I needed to move this, right?
Yeah, so either you can go to upwards or you can simply capture the knight
Yeah, this position I wanted to ask. Like, I should I have captured this knight
because you have more number of pieces. So
pieces?
when you are ahead, you should always exchange.
Yeah, and suddenly this knight will become very powerful. Like it can
Yes.
capture this pawn and it can give check or whatever. Of course, I have another pawn here defending, but
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
okay. I started moving my king this time. I don't know why. I thought,
It is
okay,
good.
putting some safety sort.
Okay, maybe he should have captured your rook.
Yes, this he missed actually. And I was free. No, if he had captured, I would have given check, no? So definitely he didn't move.
No,
And the
how
other
you
rook,
would have given check?
I will give check with my rook.
Okay,
Yeah.
he will bring his rook back.
Hmm. Of course,
Now
this
everything is
always
saved.
missed that. Yeah. This I saw he missed it actually. And I captured that pawn here. No. He missed one more. This also he missed actually. Huh. Here, my question here was we did one puzzle also in this, but
Yes.
see, now he's going to capture this pawn, right?
Yes.
So my rook on f4. Or
E4.
should I straight away go and give check?
Where?
The G rook.
Okay, let's
But
calculate.
instead,
If you go there, then this rook captures.
this also gone. Both things gone. So this is not the time to move. So the best thing is move my f rook from e to f4.
That maybe computer is showing the
No,
best
I
move.
didn't want this. See, now I did a biggest blunder. Like this pawn is there, no? I could have moved my bishop to f or that rook to c so that this pawn is taken care of.
Okay, what about this move?
This one, okay. This only we did in the puzzle, I think. Now what it will do? Okay.
That is why we are doing all those puzzles.
Yes, I missed this one. Triple
Now,
knight I'm thinking, oh, I missed something.
now can this rook capture this pawn?
No, discovered check. Yes,
And suppose if this rook capture your rook, then
I capture with that pawn and
king
queen.
queen in checkmate.
Check. Yes.
With this rook even move, game over.
Yes, this I missed. And what happened was this pawn on 6, no? It nicely got a queen and he could have nicely given me check.
So this structure you always remember whenever you have pawn on like second last rank,
7.
and there is a
Yeah,
rook defending, and if you have a rook on this side files, always go in the last.
in the right side. Okay,
Yes,
okay. Now
because he will.
closer to the king.
Yes, he will be
Okay.
not able to capture because your rook is there.
Mm,
And if you capture your
okay.
rook, you will get a queen.
Yes, yes, yes. And I missed this also, no? This pawn on 6th rank, I should have taken care of that also. And bishop, I could have brought to f8 and captured this rook also.
Okay, if
And
you
not
play.
taken care of these three pieces like.
Okay, let's see. Suppose if you don't play rook e1, if you play bishop f1, he plays rook d8 then.
I come to e7.
E7. Okay. He plays uh, c7.
Discuss, discuss. There is a queen. Bring my rook to 4. Or should I bring to g? What this one will do? My rook on 4. c4.
You want to play rook c4?
Meantime,
Okay.
he'll capture that pawn then.
Okay, he can capture that pawn also, or he can
Yeah,
simply play even
this
d6.
also. Yes.
Now what will you do?
So giving that check was more important than capturing these pieces, right?
Yeah, this move was
Yes.
straight away winning. Straight away you can even play
Straight away
this.
win it. Yeah, when my pawn had reached the second last rank, just go for it. Okay. Okay. I
There is
forgot this one. Like I was remembering this, but then the king will capture where I am missing something. Like,
yes.
okay.
Must be thinking about this rook.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, and this arrow is coming this side. I am thinking what went wrong.
Yes.
But I played till the end. I think, okay, I won. I think this one. What did I do? Gone. Oh, see this one. No, nicely could have captured and check.
Yes,
He
yes.
got a
No.
queen, no, and game over.
Yeah, first you missed it,
Huh.
then he missed it.
Then he सब एक ही थाली के.
But this is a good game to revise all these important ideas.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.